Let's discuss slide titles in PowerPoint. First, a slide title is really important for everyone to know what is the main content or the main objective of the information on a slide. Typically, the title is seen, it's at the top, it has a short, concise message of what the slide is all about, but sometimes we create slides that may have had the title deleted or it is missing a title. So I'm going to first navigate to the Review tab in PowerPoint and then choose Check Accessibility. This is going to help me identify all of my missing slide titles in a nice, easy way. The accessibility checker popped up on the right-hand side, and one of my issues says Missing Slide Title. It is showing me that both slide 7 and slide 8 are missing these titles. When I go to slide 7, there's a drop-down option, and that drop-down option contains 3 actions. One action is allowing me to set pre-existing text as the slide title. Option 2 is to add a slide title, and option 3 is to add a hidden slide title. When I'm looking at the slide, I need to first determine, is there information on the slide that is already communicating the title of this slide? Well, in this case, the slide is showing that the Beatles split in 1970 and all of the members went on to have solo careers, and there's a photo, and it looks like there's a link to a song. So in this case, I'm going to add a slide title because there's not anything pre-existing that I want to leverage. So I'll select the second option of Add Slide Title, and then it's going to pop up a box where I can type in a slide. So I can say Beatles split. And then that will meet the requirement for the slide title. This is also important because, as you may have noticed on the right-hand side, there's an outline view of all of the slides together. When I add the title in on the slide, it's also adding it into this outline view. So it's making it very clear, if I were to only be looking at this outline view, what the text is and how it all fits together. Let me show you another technique. So using slide 8, I'm going to choose the drop down, and in this case, it's a list of their top most popular songs, and there's some other accessibility issues with this. And in this case, let's say that I don't want to add a slide title that's visible, but I still need one to make sure that this slide is understandable by all types of students and all types of learners using all types of technologies. So in this case, I'm going to add a hidden slide title. A hidden slide title is still adding a title, but the title is simply off screen. So when you're showing your PowerPoint, doing your presentation or your lecture, it is not going to be visible. So in this case, I can say list of top 10 songs. And it will add that information again in the outline view on the left-hand side, and it is making it accessible to all of our learners, but it's not impacting the visual presentation of the text. So to summarize, having a slide title on every slide is necessary. However, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can use pre-existing content on the screen to make it a slide title. You can add in a new slide title or add in a hidden slide title.